Hi, my name is Dustin. I'm the vice president here at the Idaho Freedom Foundation. At nights, on night times, I moonlight as the producer, I guess, of the Halftime Report and Stephanie Lucas Live. Speaking of which, Tammy Nichols had a great conversation with IFF President Wayne Hoffman tonight. They talked tax policy, vaccine mandates, and the awfulness of Idaho leadership. It's a fantastic episode. Tammy's really cool. She's passionate and she's in it. She has kids in schools and she's very passionate about education reform and all that stuff. So if you have a second, go check that out. I have a different topic I want to talk about tonight. And I'm a little frustrated. So before we get to what I want to talk about, I just want to say hello to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everyone. Happy to have you here. This is the Idaho fam. We're working to save Idaho and to keep it a desirable place to live. Stop it from being Portlandified and Californiafied or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. The biggest obstacle to that goal sits about 10 blocks that way. 10 blocks that way. Maybe it's 18. I don't know. 11 blocks. The Idaho Senate is a flaming dumpster fire of toxic garbage. Let me say that again. The Idaho Senate is a flaming dumpster fire of toxic garbage. And I'll tell you why. A couple years ago, they were not the worst. They're the worst. They might even be worse than, say, the California Assembly or the Illinois legislature, by the way. And I'll tell you why in just a second. But a couple years ago, I remember working with a couple senators, Senator Cliff Bayer and Senator Grant Burgoyne, and they took a tax bill that House leadership wanted. They put it in the amending order, and they got grocery tax repeal done. House leadership was pissed. Mike Moyle was furious. If you go back and watch his floor speech from that when it came back to the House was fantastic because he was so triggered about what had happened to his bill because it was his bill. The Senate did the right thing a couple years ago. That bill, it passed the Senate, passed the House, got to Governor Otter's desk. He vetoed it. There was the lawsuit. 30 members of the legislature signed on to that lawsuit, which ultimately, again, the Supreme Court twisted the logic of everything legal and said, oh, hey, we're going to let this stand. But at least the Senate did the right thing. That was then. And I didn't think at that time, the Senate has always been bad. They've never been conservative in any shape or form. None. Damn this mic. I got to get new mics. Guys, donate some money so I can get some good mics. Just kidding. Don't. I thought it couldn't get worse than having Bart Davis or Brent Hill lead the Senate. I was wrong. The Senate is worse than it has ever been. And again, I'll get into specifics in just a second, but I want to make a point. I'm not blowing this out of proportion, I think, by the way, because everyone across the country thinks, oh, hey, Idaho is so conservative. They are so Republican. They are so red. They're groundbreaking. They're doing all these cool things. We don't need to worry about Idaho. And so many voters think that too. They think, oh, hey, my Republican Senate, as much as voters think about the Idaho Senate, they think, oh, hey, the Republicans are going to guard my wallet. They're going to do the right things. They're going to act morally and ethically. They're going to be better than Democrats. I don't have to worry about my senator or the Idaho Senate. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. So let's look at what happened today. There are two things I want to talk about. Actually, 2.5, kind of. I went to government schools. I can't do math, so that's 2.5. And I don't want to put a finger down because you never know. So let's talk about what happened today. And there's another thing I want to burn on in just a minute. We'll get to that. with the Corey DeAngelis event that we're doing, by the way. There's so much. So today, the governor's tax bill comes before the Idaho Senate. And immediately, Senator Christy Zito, who is a conservative stalwart, who is one of my favorite lawmakers and one of my favorite human beings on the planet because she puts every ounce of energy and heart and passion into her lawmaking. I have seen her weep over bills more times than I have wept over my children. I'm not kidding you. Christy Zito cares a lot about the state of Idaho. She cares so much, and it hurts her deep inside her heart when stuff goes sideways, as it did today. I feel like I'm going to cry because of how the Senate treats its most passionate member. So I want to show you what happened. So the governor's tax bill comes up on the floor, and immediately Senator Zito stands up. She makes a motion to send the tax bill to the amending order. Now, the amending order that's in the Senate, you can only make changes to a piece of legislation in the amending order, right? That's where it goes. That's where it has to be done. It's a little bit scary for lawmakers because you can have hostile amendments, as we saw with the grocery tax bill a couple years ago. So I understand the hesitation from people who are scared of life and are afraid to defend their ideas and their legislation, right? So Senator Zito stands up. She has the floor. She forgets to turn on her mic. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. She forgets to turn on her mic. But let's pull up the clip real quick about what happened or what she was doing today on the Senate floor. Here we go.
Senator Zito, excuse me, but would you turn your microphone on?
You can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I thought maybe that was loud enough.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Madam President. I'll start over. My motion to move House Bill 436 to the 14th order is only to add grocery tax repeal. It's only to remove the tax on food. This amendment is in response to the desires of the citizens of the state of Idaho. The gentleman on the second floor has expressed support for the repeal of the tax on food, the grocery tax. In my travels, the removing of this aggressive tax on food, the tax on groceries, is the most consistent topic of discussion. Our families deserve to have the relief that this amendment will bring, especially during a time of increasing inflation, which hits the pocketbook of our poorest families the hardest. Families working to feed their families, pay their bills, their taxes, and be good citizens deserve our help. Thank you, Madam President.
Okay. Do we see what happened there? Senator Zito rises. By the way, this is not a popular move. There is not a single damn Republican in the Idaho Senate that will back her. Not Regina Bayer, not Steve Vick, not Jim Rice, nobody. So she resorts to a little bit of bipartisanship. I am so frustrated right now. I am so sorry. She needs Democrats who are wrong on almost every other issue to get a second for this motion. And then she offers that speech. And you could see the emotion on her face. This is not about winning political battles. This is not that. This is about doing the right thing, the thing that people in Idaho, people who are watching this broadcast, my family, your family, the thing that we have been asking our legislators to do for at least a decade. That's what Christy Zito was doing today. She was courageous. She found her spine. I mean, she's always had a spine, but she found a bigger spine than anybody else in that room. It's easy for the Democrats to do that. It's not easy for her. She's bucking her caucus. She could have been hauled into Chuck Winder's office and berated again, which happened and happens regularly, or so I'm told. She puts her heart and soul into this. It's the right thing to do. Democrats support it. Republicans, the conservative Republicans support it. And what happens after that? The motion is killed. That's what we all expected to happen. It was something like 28-6 or whatever. 28-7, 28, I don't know. It was Christie and 7 Democrats. And the Democrats, to be fair, they were supporting grocery tax repeal, but they wanted this bill dead anyway. They wanted income tax gone because they want to redistribute more wealth or do property tax relief, which is fine with me. But they stood with Christie when not a damn other Republican would. Some of them are watching, by the way. Some of them are watching this broadcast right now. And I'm sure we'll get an angry call at the IFF office later. I don't care, because Christie did the right thing. Fast forward 2 hours. I get a call from a friend. And he says, can you believe what the Idaho Senate Majority Caucus just put out? I said, I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's bad. What is it? The Idaho Senate Majority Caucus put out a press release suggesting that Senator Christie Zitto, one of the most principled, passionate lawmakers to ever enter into that body, worked to kill the income tax bill. That she sided with the Democrats to kill income tax relief. Not at all what happened, and not honest at all. And I hate to pull religion into this, but most of the people in that body share my faith. I'm LDS, they're LDS. Thou shalt not lie, guys. It was a dirty, dirty lie what they said about Christie Zitto today. And they haven't heard the end of it. They haven't heard the end of it, because truth is truth, and it will prevail no matter what this dumpster fire of a Senate wants to think that it can pull the wool over the eyes of the people. It's not going to happen, because I have the record of what happened. You just saw the clip. And you know what else I have? Senator Harris, Senator Winder. Our supporters pay us to make sure ideas get distributed throughout the entire state. And we're going to use it. They pay us to make sure that people know the truth. I'm going to drop like $5,000 on Facebook ads playing just that video. Or maybe something else. Maybe I'll whip up something else. I don't know. I'm going to do something. Because what's going to happen is the liberal media, they're going to pick up your narrative. I understand that. But nobody believes them anymore. So we're going to do this ourselves. We are going to tell the truth about what happened on the Senate floor today, because the media won't. And obviously Senator Harris, Senator Winder, Senator Anthony, and Senator Lee will not. You can't smear the name of a good conservative who has earned the trust of the Idaho people by doing the right thing time and time and time and time again. You can't do it, senators. That's not how this works. Because you know what? The real conservatives who understand this process trust her a lot more than they trust you. They trust her more than they will ever trust you, because they know Christie Zitto has integrity where you have none. They know that Christie Zitto would never, ever double cross them like you do regularly. Regularly. The Idaho Senate is a disgrace. The question is what are we going to do about it? I know what I'm going to do. I have a platform. Thanks to our supporters here at the Idaho Freedom Foundation, I have a platform. And I'm going to use it. I swear, guys, I'm going to spend like $5,000. Maybe I'll do it in each of your districts to tell the truth about what you're doing to Christie Zitto and why we can't have grocery tax repeal. You want to do 10? We'll do 10. I have no problem doing $10,000 in your district to tell the truth about what just happened. You can't smear a good senator and think you're going to get away with it. Christy Zitto is a good senator. Christy Zitto has more integrity in her pinky finger than you guys have in the rest of the body. I'm tired of the games, guys. I'm so tired of the games. And if you don't think that they're playing games, you're being lied to. Your senator is lying to you. The Idaho Senate works largely for the governor, and they don't want to hear your ideas. They don't want to represent the people. If they did, we would have grocery tax repeal, which they gave us a couple years ago, by the way. They did the right thing a couple years ago. They know how to do the right thing. I think some of them do. Grant Burgoyne does. The Democrat from Garden City knows how to do the right thing, at least on this issue. But for some reason, and I think it's political, by the way. I really think it's political. I think, here's my theory that I can't confirm this, but I've heard rumors. The Idaho Freedom Foundation has made grocery tax repeal our signature issue. A number of Liberty lawmakers, good conservative lawmakers like Christy Zitto and Ron Nate, have made this a signature issue because it's important. Because it's what the people ask for. We put out an article today. I think it was yesterday, actually. It's on our Facebook page here. We put out an article saying, hey, not only is the food tax wrong, but because food prices are higher now, the government's actually getting more money. 6% of $3 is whatever it is. I don't know. I don't do math. 6% of $4 is more, 25% more. I do know that math. The government is getting more of your hard-earned money because food prices are up. And they want to give you a measly $20 tax credit, food tax credit increase. Get rid of the damn credit, guys. Get rid of the damn credit. I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, do you want IFF to like walk away from this and say we never had our hands on it, so you'll do it? Because I'm interested in doing that if it gets the job done, because it's the right thing to do for people. Do you want all the credit? Good. Chuck Winter, you can have all the credit in the world. Mark Harris, you can have all the credit in the world. I'll come to your district and I'll tell people that you did it, as long as it gets done. But again, people will see through that because they know what the Idaho Senate is. They've seen it. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. A lot of people have been very, very critical on the Republican side, and rightly so, of Paul Ryan, but more so Nancy Pelosi, for locking down the amendment process on the House floor of Congress. Apparently, you can't offer amendments to bills anymore. Debate is limited to what leadership wants it to be because it's all political theater. We had the exact same problem here in Idaho. The exact same problem. Leadership, Brad Little, Scott Bedke, and Chuck Winter, have locked down the legislative process. You want proof? I'll give you proof. A couple years ago, remember, I talked to you about that grocery tax repeal legislation that went through after the Senate did the radiator cap, the amendments to it. Representative Steve Harris from District 21 in Meridian voted for that legislation. He voted to repeal the grocery tax, and good for him. Then, after the botched veto by Butch Otter, he signed on to the lawsuit to challenge that veto. It was the right thing to do. Absolutely the right thing to do. Steve Harris now serves as chairman of the House Revenue and Taxation Committee. You would think, using that powerful position, he would push for a policy that he has supported, not only voted for, but aggressively supported by joining a lawsuit in the past. Nope. He won't even allow the bill to be heard in his committee. Now, remember, he didn't get that committee because he's really good at tax policy. He might be. I don't know. I don't know the guy. He got that because he was assigned by the Speaker of the House. And what the Speaker giveth, the Speaker can taketh away. And the Speaker doesn't want grocery tax repeal because it wouldn't be a win for him. And so your family loses out. My family loses out. Families across the country, the state, lose out because Scott Bedke can't let a foe have a win. And we have to smear good conservatives along the way. Good conservatives like Christy Zitto who do the right thing. I want you to think about this. I brought this up on Twitter the other day. I'm so triggered right now, guys. I am so triggered right now. Did I just really promise to spend $10,000 per district? Oh, well, I'll do it. Think about this. John McCrosty is a radical left Democrat from Garden City. He is a socialist who believes that we need to indoctrinate kids and that we need social justice in the classrooms. He votes against tax hikes. He votes for tax hikes, against tax cuts. He's everything a socialist Democrat wants in good form. I mean, that's his district. That's who he represents. That's who he is. He got a bill to ban conversion therapy introduced into the Idaho legislature. He got a bill that is probably unconstitutional, by the way, to ban conversion therapy introduced. That means he had to go to a committee chairman and say, hey, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. Will you give it a hearing? That's the same process that Ron Nate had to go through to get grocery tax repeal introduced. John McCrosty got his hearing. Ron Nate never got his hearing. And we'll probably never get one. You see a problem here, folks? For whatever reason, the leftists are able to score hearings on their preferred bills, while conservatives are left out in the cold. And then when somebody has the courage and fortitude to challenge leadership like Christy Zitto did today, we send out a press release lying about her. Lying. It's not even typical political spin. Senator Harris, who put his name on that piece of garbage. It wasn't spin. It was a lie. You should see your bishop about it, Senator Harris. I thought we were better than this. I thought we were better than that. Especially in the Senate, where just last week, think about this. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Normally in the Idaho Senate, it is the culture or decorum that if a senator has a bill and she or he puts his or her name on it, and it's not crazy, the bill gets introduced out of respect for that senator. Oh, we're in the Idaho Senate. Oh, we will maintain civility where the rowdies in the House, oh, they're the riffraff. So Senator Zitto worked with Brandon Durst, who's running for something. I don't know what, but he's running for something. And they introduced or tried to introduce a bill to give parents more oversight of classroom affairs, because classrooms are becoming indoctrination centers here in Idaho and across the country. We've seen that. It's happening. You can try to deny it all you want, Kurt Liebig, but it's happening. We have proof. It's on our website, idahofreedom.org. It's right there. So Christy Zitto and Brandon Durst put up a bill to say, hey, we want parents to be even more involved so that their kids don't come home transgender without a parent's knowledge, without a parent being involved in that conversation. We don't want you teaching the 1619 project in our classroom without parents knowing about it. The bill died. Senators Jim Woodward and and Carl Crabtree voted with hard left Democrats to kill the bill. Now, let's be clear. If it's me, killing bills is a good thing. Killing bills is a good thing. I wish we could kill all of them. quite frankly, except for grocery tax repeal. But this was not that. This was a slap in the face of a good conservative senator who has given her heart and the last 6 years of her life to serving the people of Idaho. It would have been so easy for Jim Woodward and Carl Crabtree to just say, hey, sure, we'll introduce it out of respect for Senator Zito. But they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that at all. The Senate is a mess, guys. But again, the question I have for you is, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to send out, I'm going to put my other hat on. I run Idaho Freedom Action, our C4 organization. We may or may not post a petition tomorrow telling the Idaho Senate to repeal the grocery tax. Now, will that do anything? I don't know, but I want to try. Because these people need to hear from us. They need to know that we're serious and that they're not going to get away with this. But that's not enough. That's not enough. We're going to, like I said, we're going to spend money at IFF to tell the truth about what happened. And if you can donate, we'd love to have your support. IdahoFreedom.org/donate. We'd love to have it because special interests are going to be telling their version of the truth too. And they have a lot more money than we do. We can't afford we can't keep up with the lobbyists that fill the coffers of, the Chuck Winders and the Mark Harrises of the world. We can't keep up with that, but we do the best we can, and we keep our costs low so that we can spread the truth farther and wider. And we're better at it in some ways. Ask Jim Woodward about that. But I need you to call your senator. I need you to contact your senator and let them know that this campaign of this campaign of hate. I hate that term. Campaign of hate. That's the best term. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But this campaign to smear Christy Zito and other good conservatives at every turn, not appropriate. And we won't stand for it. The Idaho Senate is out of control. I was gonna share with you another clip. We'll save it for Steph Lucas Live tomorrow night. Join us tomorrow night. I'm gonna see if I can cool down by then. But you actually had a senator, a sitting Republican senator. I can't even believe this. Senator Jim Guthrie I think he's from McCammon, District 28. The state has a $1.9 billion, that's billion with a B, dollar surplus. $1.9 billion. Senator Jim Guthrie has the gall to stand up on the Senate floor today and argue that we're giving too much in tax relief, that we need to spend more on infrastructure or roads. We're spending a ton on that. A ton. I can do the math for you. I can do that. We're spending a ton. A Republican senator in Idaho. Everyone thinks we're so conservative. When a Republican senator in Idaho thinks it's okay to go on the floor and say we have a $1.9 billion surplus and we're giving away too much in taxes. And by the way, how do you know if somebody believes the state needs to be taken care of first? It's their language. It's their language. I'll play the clip tomorrow. We're going to get Steph Lucas in on this, and she'll love this. I just couldn't resist taking shots at these guys because they're so outrageous. But basically, Jim Guthrie uses the language of a statist. That is somebody who loves government, prioritizes government over you and your family. He said something to the effect of, we are spending so much money to give these tax cuts. No, we're not. Tax cuts do not cost money because it's not your money to give. It's not your money to spend. It's our money. You've taken too much of it. Give it back. And a lot of people might quibble and say, oh, well, that's just semantics. No, Fred Wood did the same thing. And Fred Wood is a Democrat. They know what they're saying. Tax cuts do not cost money. They return money to the taxpayers. And Senator Guthrie should know better than to use language like that. Tell me again that the Idaho Senate isn't the problem here in Idaho. It absolutely is. And you saw it on full display today. But you had to be paying attention to pick up on it. Smearing good conservatives who dare challenge leadership's hold and grip on the legislative process. Smearing those who would dare represent their constituents and the tens of thousands of people across the state who want the grocery tax gone. She has more courage than everybody in that body. I said it before, and I believe it. And then a senator gets up, a Republican senator from McCammon gets up and says, we have a $1.9 billion surplus and we are giving too much back to the people who gave it to us. The hell is going on over there? The hell is going on over there, guys? Call your senator. Be active with your senator. Be respectful, but be firm. Let him know that you're tired of this crap, that you don't want this to continue, because it will. It will. It's been going on for years. We're just now really shining a light on it. This was not a happy chat, guys. It really wasn't. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to come on here and get all emotional and upset or whatever, but I'm friends with Christy Zitto because she's a good person, because she believes in Idaho. She may not know you, but she believes in you. And she wants to create a state that you can enjoy, that you can live in, that you can raise a family in. I've seen her weep over legislating and her lawmaking duties more times than I can count. And what they're doing to her is atrocious and abominable. Senator Harris, Senator Winter, you should apologize for lying about her and what she really did on the Senate floor. We're not going to let you forget this, guys. We're not going to let you forget this. You think it's just politics. This is bigger than politics. This is about a wonderful woman's integrity. Guys, appreciate you. All those who tuned in. Again, I wanted this to be more fun than I thought it was going to be, but there's a time for fun and there's a time to tell the Senate to shut the hell up. And this is it. Guys, please get active. Call your senators. Let them know that this is not okay with you. Let them know that lying to smear a good conservative is not acceptable behavior. In fact, one might argue, and if you get this reference, please, one might argue that that's conduct unbecoming a legislator, to lie about another legislator's intentions and actions on the Senate floor. And we know what happens when there's conduct unbecoming a legislator, except for it doesn't happen to the powerful, the speakers and the pro tems and the majority caucus chairs. They can lie their asses off and it's okay. They can smear good conservatives and it's okay. But it's on us because we're letting them do this. We're letting them do this. I think my rant's over, guys. One last plug while I have you here. The leftists are trying to cancel our event with Corey DeAngelis on Monday night. They are so afraid of, kind of like Idaho Senate leadership, quite frankly, and Steve Harris. They are so afraid of different ideas that they're calling the Basque Center and asking them to cancel our event with Corey DeAngelis, who simply wants kids to have a choice, who wants my kids and your kids to be able to choose the best education situation for them. The woke mob is after us, but I'll tell you, you can't cancel us. You can't cancel us. So now we have to hire a few extra security guards to protect Corey and to protect those who show up at our event on Monday night. We have to take a couple extra precautions because who knows what these crazy leftists will do. I don't. I'm not afraid, but we have to take extra precautions, and we will. But please help us make it worthwhile. We want to see you there Monday night, 7:00. If you can't be there, I understand that there are a lot of people who can't, drive to Boise for a 1-hour event. I get that. We are going to be doing a live stream for you so you can see what Corey has to say. And I promise you it's going to be good. I promise you we're going to put on a show for you. Help us make it worth our time and effort. And help us show that the leftists can't cancel us. We're not going to be canceled. Mike Satz can cry all day. I don't care. He's the leader of the gun-grabbing Idaho 97% group. Cry all you want, Mike. Not going to help. Not going to help one bit. So, again, if you can come, you get the tickets on our website, idahofreedom.org. If you can't, join us on Facebook, here on facebook.com/idahofreedom. We'll be live streaming the entire thing. But days like this make me more motivated than ever because I know that truth wins out. And I know the people with good hearts will eventually come out on top. People like Christy Zitto, people like us, people like you who believe in what we're doing, who believe in saving Idaho, who believe in freedom and liberty and responsibility. We've got a fight on our hands, guys. The leftists and the moderate Republicans wish we weren't here. They want us to sit down and shut up. And some of us, not me, not you, but some of us are. There are people who were once liberty legislators who are shutting their mouths because they're afraid or they need to cut deals. Not interested. So I guess there's another ask for you tonight before I go home. I haven't had dinner yet. It's 8:30. It's 9:45. Oh my gosh, it's 9:13. Goodness. If you have a liberty legislator in your district, or even if you don't, if you know one, send him a little emoji tonight of this thing. I think so. Huckleberry did that. This thing, that thing. I've been working out. Can you tell? Anyway, or send him a love emoji or something, and let him know that you're thinking of them, that you're there with them, because this takes an emotional toll on them. This isn't easy for them. Ron Nate gets a lot of pressure in JFAC to just sit down and shut up. All of them get a lot of peer pressure from their colleagues to just go along to get along. They need your support. They need your prayers. They need your input. They need your ideas. Because unlike legislative leadership, they will listen and they'll consider. They may disagree with you, but they'll listen. Legislative leadership won't give you that. So call your senators. Let them know that you're tired of them smearing good conservatives. And call your liberty legislators. Give them some love. Give them a high five. Give them a fist bump. Give them one of these emojis. Give them whatever. They need it. There's some tough days ahead in this legislative session, guys. I'm not joking you. It can be crushing to be down here. So, and I hope to see you on Monday night. Tune in tomorrow night. We got Steph Lucas live with me and Steph Lucas. It'll be hopefully funnier than this was. Oh, goodness. We're going to play the Guthrie clip and we'll play a couple other things. We've got some really funny stuff to talk about tomorrow night. I think we've got a new video for you, a new parody video done by my friend Angela Fraser from Rexburg. She's so good at this stuff, and I can't wait to show you what we've got. And then, yeah, Thursday night, we've got Halftime Report. Wayne Hoffman will have Stephen Thane. That's going to be a good one. They're going to talk education, and it's going to get so nerdy. I hope you'll join us. It's going to be so good, guys. And then, please, if there's anything that we can ever do for you, please let us know. We're open. We're here to serve the people of Idaho who want to make this a better place to live. So you can text me. My actual phone number is 208-505-1185. Don't call me. I'm a millennial and I don't want to talk to you, but you can text me because we need to work together on this stuff. So thanks for your time tonight. I appreciate all of you. I hope you're all doing well. I don't know why Idaho is so damn cold. Sometimes I wonder why I live here. Oh, wait, I'm a 5th generation Idahoan. I got to stay here. I got to keep it going. Got to keep what we've got. But seriously, thank you guys. Love you. Let me know what I can do for you. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Well, we'll talk.